guys, it's Thea with Gingham and Glue. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I posted another video. It's one of those days. My last video was the boho beads, which was my very first time doing them. And I really just have had so much fun doing those. I'm continuing to do them. In fact, I did a little shopping trip to Walmart today, which was horrible in and of itself. Regardless, I was so irritated and really rather, quite frankly, angry by the time I left, because I just couldn't believe how many people were there without masks. I was just floored. I just don't get it. That's just my personal opinion. I don't get it. Wear a mask. You're saving lives when you wear a mask. There's no conspiracy. The virus is real. People are horribly ill and dying, and it's just, it just makes me so mad. It just really makes me so mad. But anyway, that's my only vent for today. I hope everyone is doing really, really good. We have had really awful weather the last couple of days. We've had a little bit of ice, mostly snow, very, very cold, dreary, gray, just, no sun. Ugh. Anyway, so yes, I did a little shopping trip and I picked up these gorgeous bead strands from Walmart. Has amazing beads. I mean, it's a very small selection comparatively to, something like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something, but they just have some really, really pretty beads and very inexpensive. I was just really surprised, to be honest. But aren't they just gorgeous? I love these little, they're like little petals that cradle the bead. Oh, they're just so pretty. Love them. I love the colors. So yeah, grabbed those, grabbed some gold wire because I didn't have any. All I've had is silver, so any type of, I've made several beads with gold implements and spacers and stuff, and then I still had which isn't a big deal, I still had the silver wire that could be seen, and they're still really pretty, but I definitely wanted some gold so I can make, have all gold. So I love gold, by the way. Absolutely love it. I love silver too, as you can plainly see. But I love my gold, and as you can also tell. So I finally ordered some gold paper clips, as you can see, the big ones from Amazon. Very, very cheap. I was very excited to get these because I've been wanting these for a very long time. All I've had are the silver ones, which is not a big deal because most of the time they just get hidden anyway. But I wanted to do some paperclip embellishments where you could actually see the paperclip, especially the gold. So the other thing and I'll show you this here in just a second. The other thing I picked up at Walmart, and this is just one, well, I only have a little bit in the other box, so I won't pull those down. Walmart also had amazing paper packs, you guys. This paper is amazing. You've got just gorgeous, I mean, a bunch of shimmery, pearlescent ones, some beautiful glitter pieces, beautiful rice paper, just gorgeous, with a bunch of, there's like little sparklies embedded in them, and we've got like reptile like skin, and I was just floored. I could not believe it. I was looking at them and I thought, there's probably not a whole lot in there, but then I didn't open the bag, but you can kind of manipulate the bag. So I was manipulating the bag, and oh my gosh, just And they've got this really paper, just really pretty. It's almost like fabric, some of these. But yeah, they've got 3 sizes. Yeah, 3 different sizes. So they've got like this size and this size. And then they have a bunch that come in this size. And then they have a bigger, let me grab these. Like a 6x6 in there. Just look at the just gorgeous paper. I couldn't believe it. Walmart, you guys. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, I snagged 2 packs, and each pack is different. They're not the same at all. So yeah, grab those. And so I just started kind of playing. I wanted to see what I could do with the paper and the paper clips. So I made a little paperclip embellishment and used watercolor. I've been playing with my watercolors. I have not, I've worked with watercolor for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years now. I'm not a super awesome painter or artist or anything, but I have done quite a bit. And it's been probably over a year since I've played with my watercolor. And to be honest, you guys, I love playing with my watercolors. I'd forgotten how much I love them because they're just so beautiful and the effects that you can create are just awesome. But I wanted to do something that you guys could do, something very simple, even if you're not an artist. You don't have to have expensive watercolors. You can pick up this is a little Winsor Newton travel set with just itty bitty little watercolors, and it has a little palette on the side and comes with a paintbrush. These are fantastic for taking with you to go, like I would go to the park with my sister. I took them to, where else? Not inside the museum, only pencil and paper in the museum, but outside the museum because they've got it's expansive grounds. And I apologize. I'm talking about the Nelson Atkins Museum in Kansas City, Missouri. If you have never been, or you happen to travel and happen to end up in Kansas City, that is probably one of the top 5 places I would recommend visiting. The Nelson Atkins is hands down one of the best art museums I've ever seen, and I've seen quite a few, but they're just amazing, and they have wonderful, wonderful exhibits. I've been able to see Monet, I've been able to see Picasso, Thomas Hart Benton, who was actually a native of Kansas City and has a home close to the museum that you can go visit, and it's just amazing. But anyway, that's getting off topic. Okay, so I took just one of the little pieces of paper and I kind of folded it over just a little bit so that it would fit on the paper clip, and then I cut that piece off just like this, obviously. Make sure it's, semi-straight. And you can use your paper trimmer if you want to. So then, of course, I took my paper clip and using the longest side, so you've got obviously the short side here, and this is the long side. I literally just slid it in there, pulled it through just a little bit. And you can make them of course, as long or as short as you want. I just folded that over, put some glue on here. Of course, my glue top is stopped up, and I'm trying to find my my little pin case. I have a little round pin case that I keep, you know, all my little extra pins in. There it is, under the fabric. Okay, sorry, let me just unclog this. I was literally just using it. Okay, set it down. Just put some glue on there. Fold it over. Okay. And then we're going, and all I do is, so it gives me a little bit more of a guide. And I should have done this before I put the paper on. But what I do is I grab those two sides, line them up, and then I just pinch. So it kind of gives me a guide to where I'm going to cut to the middle. So I'm going to go like this and like this, and that gives me a fairly even little pennant or banner. Oops, I didn't stick. Make sure that sticks there. Okay, so again, you do not have to be an artist to do this. These are just simple floral shapes that you can make. And I've got my palette here. I've already got some dried up color from when I used it previously, but these last forever. So all I have to do is literally just wet them down. That's all I have to do. And the paint is still good. These are, by the way, these are Core Watercolors. I believe that's how they pronounce their company. These are amazing, amazing, amazing watercolors. I absolutely love them. They are so vibrant, fluid. They're wonderful to work with. They are a little bit pricey, but this was kind of a splurge kind of thing, reward myself. And I got these 2 years ago, I believe. Another brand of watercolor is Daniel Smith, which is also probably one of the best watercolors and watercolor company you could find. They're amazing. I also have Daniel Smith. I don't have a lot of them because they are also more expensive. They're a little bit more expensive than the Cores. So, but like I said before, you can just pick up just a little watercolor case or Winsor Newton. Winsor Newton is very, I wouldn't say it's inexpensive, but it's reasonably priced. And sorry, this little case has a tendency to stick on me. I literally just opened it. But these are just a great alternative to buying, you know, outright just awesome water. Anyway, I can't get it open now. Yeah, Winsor Newton, they're a really, really great watercolor as well. I also have over here some metallic watercolor. The golds, I need to find more of these. I honestly cannot remember where I got them. I have no clue. It's just been so long, but they've lasted that long and they're gorgeous and they're so much fun to play with, to add on top of your watercolor. And then I have Fine Tech, their pearlescent colors, which are also absolutely gorgeous. They're so beautiful and really, really fun to play with as well. So I'd like to try and use some of these while we're doing this. So the other thing I'll be using is a fine tip ballpoint pen. This is a needle point by Tull. And it's very, very fine, wonderful pens. Love these pens. Yeah, love these pens. So, okay, so what we're gonna do, like I said, you do not have to be an artist to do this, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of start over in the corner here, and I'm gonna just make just little half kind of like a horseshoe. You know, you're just making your petals. Nothing crazy. Okay. If you find you're running out, whoops, if you're running out of paint, just dab your brush again. Again, see, this is not perfect. It does not have to be. Okay, I'm gonna just move that color. You can use just a little bit of water to drag that color away from the edges a little bit. Doing it on this kind of paper is a little bit harder than doing it on watercolor paper. Watercolor paper will let you drag color much easier, especially after you've laid it down, you know, as I did here, like, you know, as an outline. Okay, I'm gonna put just another one here, just behind. I hope I'm close enough for you guys. I'm gonna zoom in just a smidge. There we go. I'm just adding those, just little extra petals behind. You don't have to get, you know, crazy or anything with it. Okay. And I've left just a little bit of that center. Just darken up the edges of these petals. The tips of them, I should say. Okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm just darkening those up just a little bit. Okay, don't worry too much about the form, okay, because what's going to happen is once we add that pen, it's going to bring everything out. It's going to be really, really cool. Okay, now don't think that you need to replicate nature to a T. Don't worry about that. You create your own. Okay, get imaginative. Don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna just drag that stem right down in there. And all I did was mix just a couple colors, like a different blue and a different yellow, to make that green. I could easily just use green, you know, but when you mix colors, those granules in and the pigments in the watercolor is what brings that color that you've created more to life. It's just much, there's just much more to it. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of do what I did in the other one. I'm gonna just make some vines. Make this one just a little bit different. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to add just like little little flowers or buds, just like I did on this one. And let's see, I'm gonna do some of this cadmium red. Just kind of making a little bit of a flowered stem on the vine. And you're going to enhance that again with the pen here in just a minute. I'll make these just a little bit bigger since this vine's a little bigger. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of color to the center of that flower now that it's dried just a little bit. And let's see, let me try some of the yellow. I'm just dropping it into the center there. It's looking a little green, but that's okay because of the purple. Just let it sit there for a second. Put just a little bit more in. Okay, so that's probably about it. That's all you need. Okay, so then we're gonna take our pen, and it's kind of like you're gonna be outlining, but not totally outlining. So it's gonna be more of like a sketch around those petals. Okay, so you're just very, very gently coming around and just gently outlining, but not like a, not like you would totally outline something. Okay. And this is just adding that dimension. Okay, so I'm gonna work here on the center, and all I'm doing is just kind of putting a little bit of shape into that. So it's looking like it's got like that, that fuzzy center there, okay? So then I'm gonna come down the stem here. And the leaves. Add those veins just gently. Okay, then we're gonna do these. So with these, you're gonna just real quick, just give them a little bit of shape, not a whole lot, but this is still adding dimension and character to your painting. Okay. Let me come over to this one. It does not have to be perfect, you guys. Okay? And that is it. That is all done. That's all you needed. Super fun, super quick, really easy, and they turned out so pretty. I love them. And you know, you can always reference like a if you get, oh, I got flower or gardening magazines today. Those are great resources. Or, you know, just go to Pinterest. You know, I mean, I could easily, like the verbascum, you know, I could very easily imitate so many of these flowers in, you know, just a quick, it just gives them such a quick shape and form, you know. Yeah, these are great references. But again, you know, if you don't get these, you know, you can always go to Pinterest and find some examples there just to kind of imitate the form. It doesn't, like I said, they don't have to be perfect. But now I have a really cute paperclip embellishment. Now I could add, you know, I could add a little bit of lace or, you know, whatever it is you want to add to them. But I love them just the way they are. I think they're super pretty. These would also make great gifts for, like, especially for Happy Mail. Just, you know, throw them in Happy Mail for a little extra goodie. That would be really fun. So yeah, I thought I would just share that with you guys. Again, I just think these are so cool. Oh, and let's do this real quick. For this one, I'm going to add a little bit of my metallic. I've got this beautiful pearlescent color. I don't have these in the right spot. White gold, that's what it is. Okay, so I can take a little bit of that and I can just add, you know, just a little bit of shimmer to some of the petals, some of the leaves, the stems. Do a little bit. These cute little flowers. Maybe just a little bit in the middle. And then what I could also do, since that center is yellow, I can take some of my, let's do the dark one. I forget which gold this is. Let's water that up just a little bit. Dab my brush because I don't want too much water, and I'm going to just very lightly put a little bit of gold in there, and then maybe some on the stems with the other metallic. And there you go. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm in love with these. I'm probably going to make a whole bunch. So, all right. Well, that is it for me. My next video, hopefully I should be uploading that today as well for you. I'm going to show you what I just did. This is for a swap, but I did want to show it to you now because it's just so cool. This is junk mail, you guys, believe it or not. So I will tell you how I did this, and we'll work a little bit on this project, as well as a couple other things probably. And yeah, so I'm so excited about these, you guys. I think they're just so cute, so fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll try it because they're, like I said, they're just so pretty and really fun to do. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. Take care. Have a great day, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.